Good morning, team. Creedmoor with the Bullish Bears. Wanted to give you a quick insight into what I look for in the market after a long weekend. This is something that you'll run into time to time throughout the year, and it's something you should know how to really look at things due to there being one less market day. A quick couple things to get out of the way. One, do remember that if you are a beginner into the options aspect of things, that does give you 1 day less of the ability to get in and out of your options, but also another day to pay your time premium on those options. If you're holding shares, well, yes, you do get the pre-market session with certain stocks to trade into. You also have another day to account for in your trading plan, as that is a day that you cannot get out of that stock due to the market being closed. So the soonest you'll be able to get out to it is the next trading day. Alrighty, so the first couple things that I like to take a look at is I'll bring my system up, I'll start looking to see, do we have any kind of interesting news that's driving things? Where's the current market situation? And I have found throughout my career here, yes, you can log on 5-6 a.m., but there's such a large time gap from that point in time to the actual bell hit that it really doesn't do you a lot of use unless either A, you are under a time constraint due to either having to go to work, having other life responsibilities, things of that nature, and or you're looking to exit a position in the pre-market session. But if you're not looking to exit in the pre-market session, then realistically you can hop onto your rig about 8, even 8:30, but that's a little bit late, but 8 o'clock and still get a wealth of information to go through. Now, as always, I plan for 3 tickers throughout the day to take a look at, but the market itself is going to affect those 3 tickers. We're not going to talk about the 3 tickers I'm looking at today, but we are going to talk about the market that I look at and the system I go through to plan my day after a long weekend. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to bring up is the classic ES right in here. I use the ES to get a good bearing on where I feel and suspect that the market will open up at. Are we going to open up above a resistance line, below a resistance line? If I bring it on a 52-week daily right here, we can see we had some continued market action up, and now we're in this volatility box right in here. This volatility box is very similar to what we had last October, and due to a time constraint, we are well within those ranges. If you can see right in here, these upper channels were drawn early last week, if I remember correct, before we were able to make this whole move up, but we can see price action has hit my move right here. And honestly, right now, given what I'm seeing in certain things, I'm suspecting a down move with headed 200 points lower. So that's a little bit of news right in there. That's gonna have the market kind of what could we do? What could we not do? So, oh, it's gonna be an interesting day for sure. Well, now it's not letting me bring my story up. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I see what I did. Sorry, peeps. Needed to get that addressed real quick. There we go. Looks better. Alrighty, so we do have some news right in here that will affect the market to some extent. Do keep in mind that news does not necessarily affect the market. News affects people. People affect the market. And how volatile they are to that news, that is what you really have to watch. So zooming in from a 52-week daily, we can see here that our price action has continued down. Let me clean this up a little bit for should use the A+ set. There we go, clean it up a little bit. So we can see here that we're having continued price action to the upside, but that we do have resistance right here at the 29.07 area in here. Realistically though, I'm watching 29.10. If we can print above 29.10 either at the bell or before, then I'll suspect a bullish movement up. We can see here on the short term that our 90 EMA is crossing the EMA ribbon towards the upside, and we are crossing or getting to a VWAP area. So that's my instance. I'm just looking for a simple short-term moving, or sorry, not a simple, but an exponential moving average to the top. I'm meaning simple as in Just a good, easy thing to see. Not simple as an SMA. I had to make sure I got that clear. So we're looking for the move to cross. If we can break that VWAP, then I'm looking for the move up. If we do not break that VWAP, then I'm looking for the market to trade downward today. Being that it's been 3 days, people are anxious to get in and out of positions given the 3 days worth of news that we had. So that's something you got to keep in mind. Typically, we do see a little bit more of excess volatility today. Historically, the market has been down after Labor Day. Not a lot, but a bit. But hey, that can always change as the market is always adapting. Okay, so now that I have my bearings on the ES, I want to hop over to the NQ and get my bearings on that. They are similar, but we do have a couple levels that we've got to watch, and there are some other inflections on the market that will affect the NQ. But I do trade both areas of stocks, so I have to keep an eye on everything. Alrighty, 90 MA ribbon coming up. We're getting ready to cross a VWAP area here. We're much closer to our VWAP area, so we stand a better chance of success of printing above this. Then it will just be a standard 9 EMA crossing a 5-minute VWAP and look for the short play up. I have a macro resistance today, in my opinion, 7660, which is well within range for the NQ to go today, especially on a 5-minute chart. 7660 I'm watching as a ceiling today with a soft resistance at 7650 as $half resistance right in there. So I want to see it first above VWAP, second above 7650, and then a third resistance at 7660, and then from there I'll be watching the Fibonacci areas. Contrarian to that, we reject that VWAP zone. I'm watching 7620 and 7600. So you can see how I'm planning my trades around those important areas. So now, that being said, the last thing I want to take a look at, yes, the ES is affected by the SPY, but I also want to have some key areas already drawn out on the SPY so that I can watch it as I'm trading and possibly take some trades on it. 290 right in here, so we tested it once, tested it twice. Now we need to see before pre-market, are we going to test it a third time, or are we going to go ahead and break this Fibonacci to the upside? Being that I'm feeling a bit bearish on the market, I'm leaning 60% that we fail this Fibonacci and that we rotate and make our way down to the 290 area here. If we break 290 at the bell, then I'm looking for this 50% Fibonacci of 28766, PT zone of 288. I think is well within the time constraint that we're working with. Typically, I trade from about 9 to 11:30, give or take, right in there. So that's a pretty good move for 9 to 11:30, right in there. It's about a $2 move. So good stuff. Contrarian, let's say we break the 291.10 area right in here. Then I'm looking at an RES of 292 and then an eventual PT zone of 293.15. I want to see this get to 293, break through that, get a nice little print and hold and make its way up. But I will be setting a stop below at 292.85. That way, if my position rolls around, I still lock in a profit. But now you can see, I take a look at news, I take a look at very specific areas in the market itself, and build a generalized picture of resistance and support levels that could be affected by the 3 days worth of information, news, and current volatility that we're seeing in the market. You should do this as well, and build your market view around what has happened over the long break, and just get a generalized trade plan. Things can always change. It's 7:47 now, so but we still have over an hour, actually almost an hour and a half before the market opens. So literally anything could happen. Thus, you want to have a general idea, but you need to be able to adapt that idea if something major was to happen and needs adjustments. Alrighty, team, this has been Creedmoor with the Bullish Bears. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please send us an email at bbteam@bullishbears.com, and make sure you check out the chat room. We've always got some fun stuff going on in there. Alrighty, you can find us on all the usuals, Twitter, Instagram, stock tweets, and Facebook. So yeah, make sure you check us out. Alrighty, as always, remember, your trades are in the history, and I'll see you around.